ML Sports Take here, brought to you by Burn Dairy, Stanley Law Offices, and the Vince Aguirre Consulting Group. Major League Baseball, finally, the regular season is over, of course, and there were some big-time moments, obviously, right? Albert Pujols, 700 home run club. Aaron Judge, 62. He's the AL single-season record holder, Yankee record holder. We had another brilliant year by Shohei Ohtani on the mound and at the plate. Mike Trout was hurt for a while, somehow hit 40 home runs. Pujols, by the way, passes Babe Ruth on the all-time RBI list. And, we had some what we thought would be record-setting seasons from the Yankees and others. Kind of came back a little bit. The Dodgers are a machine. There's no question about it. But the playoff bracket is set. We take today off. We move right into it. And I got to tell you, I think the American League is it's Houston's show and then everybody else. Until I'm proven wrong here, I'm going with the Astros. There's no doubt about it. Tampa and Cleveland are fun, nice little stories. Seattle broke the drought. Toronto, obviously, with the young mashers led by Vlad Jr. That's great. But it's a Houston world right now. The Yankees, the bullpen going in is just not healthy and not consistent enough. The starting pitching, I still don't trust. Garrett Cole leads the way in that department with his, head case tantrums on the mound and all the rest. I just don't trust him. Can we trust the Yankee order with some of these guys who, let's be honest, what have we seen? What have they done in the playoffs? Are we going to trust Gleyber Torres in a 2-2 game in the bottom of the 8th inning with one guy on base? And, on second, you need a base hit to take the lead. I'm not trusting that. So they need to prove a lot. This Yankee group still has not done anything in the playoffs. I'm going to take Tampa just because Tampa's Tampa over the Guardians in 5, or in 3, excuse me. And then I'll take I'll take the Mariners in 3 in that series. I like that one. Houston cleans the clocks of the Mariners for me in the ALDS in a sweep. They move to the ALCS. Tampa Yankees, that's a scary deal there for the Yankees, but I'm going to take the New York Yankees to win it in 3. And then, it sets up, obviously, the the AL in 5, I should say, in the ALDS. Then they move to the ALCS, where the Yankees will follow the Houston Astros in 6 games. Again, I just don't trust the Yankees. I think the Astros are way, way better. They're more complete. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But Houston, to me, king of the AL. And then in the NL, I got to be honest, outside of the Philadelphia Phillies, I think every single one of these teams can go to the World Series. The interesting series for me is the first series there with the Padres and Mets, with the winner facing the Dodgers. Dodgers, of course, winning, 111 games this year? Ridiculous. The Padres, they have Blake Snell, they have Musgrove, they've got a terrific, talented lineup led by Manny Machado, going up against DeGrom, going up against Scherzer, going up against Alonso and Lindor, plenty of star power. Very interesting series here, but the key for me for the Padres in this series and making it to the World Series, can they get the extra start in the rotation from Yu Darvish, a guy who's terrible in the postseason? He, to me, is the key. I like the Padre bullpen. I like the lineup. I think they have a lot of firepower everywhere you look, hitting for average, hitting for power, etc. But can Yu Darvish be an X-factor difference maker to get them to the World Series? I'm going to pick the Padres to beat the Mets in 3 games. I'm going to pick the Cardinals to beat the Phillies in 2, and then on to the NLDS, where the Dodgers take on the Padres, where the Dodgers win in 7 games because they just know each other's tendencies so well, playing each other 19 times during the regular season. Then you have a great series, Cardinals and Braves. Good Lord, this is so good with Goldschmidt and Arenado and Pujols, and the Braves trying to repeat. And my God, the Braves have got so many players locked up together, from Acuna and Dansby Swanson and others. Matt Olson signed for a long term. Many of the pitchers are, and boy, can they pitch, right? Charlie Morton, Max Fried. You look at Kyle Wright. That team's done it all year long. Fireballers coming out of the bullpen. I will pick Atlanta there in 7. And then you've got an Atlanta Dodger NLCS, which is just theatrical to me, but I can't go against the Dodgers right now. I know that the pitching has been but I'm going chalk in this playoff bracket. I'm picking Houston. I'm picking the Dodgers. I'm picking the 1 seeds, and the Dodgers win the World Series. That was my prediction earlier in the year. I picked them over the White Sox, and that didn't go over too well, but the Astros are here. They're ready. The Dodgers, I just think these are the 2 best teams. I could see, of course, any scenario in the National League playing out. with a team getting to the World Series except the Phillies. But when you look at the Dodgers, there is no easy out. You got to deal with Betts and Bellinger and Freeman and Turner, and the list goes on and on and on. Will Smith and Lux and company. And the way Clayton Kershaw is pitching right now, the way some of these other guys are pitching, they have been able to mask the injury of Walker Buehler. And hey, still, they have not had any sign of Trevor Bauer because of his off-the-field antics. So to me, the Dodgers, until I see the locomotive stop, I'm picking them to the World Series again, considering that all the other teams besides Philly can make a run to the World Series. Dodgers over Astros in the World Series in 6 games. Mike Lindsley with you here, a little MLB postseason picture, little preview. This video is brought to you by our great friends over at Ken's Auto Detailing, Prestwick Golf, Bowers and Company CPAs, and our terrific friends over at Burn Dairy. Go gas up your vehicle at participating locations in and around Central New York. Pizza, wraps, chocolate milk, and coffee and donuts on your way into work. Get on over to Burn Dairy. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and as I always tell you, enjoy the games.